but Mr. Leader, I mean, you ultimately lost this, and you take personal responsibility. You lost in the state Supreme Court.
Did the voters lose?
Well, Democrats did, and your law
did
that you
voters
passed.
Lose?
Do you take personal responsibility for investing so much time and resources, tens of millions of dollars, in ultimately fruitless effort?
We did the right thing, and this effort is not over. It's just getting started. And by the way, come back to me on November 4th when Democrats have taken back control of the House of Representatives. That's ultimately going to be, what matters. What do the
and
American
if you don't because
people,
of this?
We are going to win the House of Representatives. I'm telling you that right now. I've been telling you that from the very beginning. And by the way, what math are people focused on when they think about the electoral environment that we're in? When Democrats took the House back in 2018, and at minimum we're in the 2018 environment. When Democrats took the House back, we had to flip 24 seats in 2018. 24 seats, which people said was impossible to do. We didn't just flip 24 seats in 2018, we flipped 40. And of those 40 seats, 31 were in districts that Donald Trump had just won.
A recent Supreme Court decision on congressional redistricting in southern states.
We believe that the silence of these institutions is complicity.
That's right.
And we will not stand for it. This is an unprecedented moment.
Yes, this man can accept that the Democrat laws. He's still struggling to justify. This guy interviewing him is from CNN. Now there is an infighting going on about what is currently happening, and they still can't stop. Democrats have already done their part in the past. They have redistricted to a level that they can no longer even do it. If you see them now sounding this way, we saw what happened recently in Virginia, and this lady there is now clashing with these people because of what is happening. At some point, I knew this is coming. I believe you saw the autopsy that they released a few days ago. It became a mockery, like even their own members are saying this is not okay, because if you look through, you will even see spelling errors.
I think Black America is finally waking up to who the NAACP is. I've been calling this for years. I've been talking about this for a very long time, that I used to have tremendous respect for the NAACP, what they used to do with Black people. They were founded by godly, some great preachers, reverends in the Black community who really wanted to see their people walk in freedom. And they had a good cause. They had a good start. But they've lost their way a long time ago, and they have become a money-hungry organization where most of the people at the top make 6 figures, 7 figures, make a lot of money to do absolutely nothing, to be nothing more than pawns. Like the Southern Poverty Law Center has been exposed that they were really funding racism all around the country, funding the Aryan group, a racial narrative going in our country that wasn't there. Because they are Marxists, just like the NAACP has become Marxist.
That the silence of these institutions is complicity.
That's right.
And we will not stand for it. This is an unprecedented moment featuring an unprecedented attack on Black political representation, and therefore it requires an unprecedented response. We will continue to stand with the NAACP in encouraging athletes in our community to look elsewhere until these racially gerrymandered maps in the South are reversed, buried in the ground, never to rise again.
No. About how Hakeem and Trump wield power. What Hakeem is doing here is slimy, and it's a betrayal of an entire generation of people, especially Black people. He lost a court case fair and square at the Supreme Court. He cried racism, and now he's trying to punish all of these innocent people who have nothing to do with redistricting. young black athletes in the South whose dream it is to go to University of Alabama, Ole Miss,
any of them are going to go 'cause he
Georgia.
said this?
Exactly. He's trying to shame them into not pursuing their dream. You go to a school like this, you get a shot at the NFL. You get a first-round draft pick, and then you could spend as much money as you want on your mother. That's the greatest story in America. And what he's doing is he's saying, I want you who've worked your life to get recruited to go to one of these schools, to maybe even play for a championship at Death Valley. First-round draft pick. I want you to throw it away and maybe...
For this now, this is trending on social media. The NAACP president, Derek Johnson, is calling on athletes coming out of high school not to attend any state-funded schools of state that have moved to minimize our right to vote. I saw this. I thought this was a joke. These people are using politics to cut off young people that are still struggling to make it in life to do this because of politics. You know, selling this kind of lies to me is very dangerous. I really don't know why these people continue to do this every single time.
No, it's like my people have like this weird obsession with 1965. It's like we got to that moment in time in history, and mentally my people never left there. It's so weird because it's like some kind of weird, deep like obsession with oppression. And until they get the reparations, until they get the 40 acres and a mule.
It is actually funny to see how people who have already made it stand in the podium like this to mislead young people because of their political gains. It gets crazy. And the kind of lies these people are struggling to say here is something a lot of people will actually fall into it. It is insane. If you take a look at a tweet like this, so the NAACP wants the next generation to cut themselves up from opportunity based on race lies about redistricting. Am I hearing this correctly? Am I seeing my pandering opponent standing there smoking as a product of nepotism with little to no achievement to show for himself outside of emerging from his mother loins with his James Jackson's DNA in his veins? Only black people are calling this out. Yeah, they see through this BS, and some are actually really not surprised because these people have been doing this for a very long time.
By case basis, because I don't know how many schools we're talking about. I don't know how many athletes we're talking about. And I don't know that this is the best way. It can be part of a bigger picture, but I don't know that this is the only way to go.
Well, I agree with you on that. I think that there has to be strategy. I mean, you know, athletes have been involved in protests and politics for a long time.
Right. Yeah.
Remember the Olympics, and you had John
Right.
Carlos, and you had Muhammad Ali. But these were athletes that were established already. These college athletes stand to get a free education. They stand to make money because of the NIL now.
Some people might have seen this part on this video. I posted this few days ago. I did a full analysis on what is currently going on. And at some point, I'm impressed that a lot of black people are calling this out. I don't want to prolong the video. I want to appreciate people's support and sharing out the videos. Please, thumbs up and hit the videos. God bless you abundantly.
This is a reminder that a straight white male...
Chelsea Handler went to dinner at Jeffrey's house in 2010.
Just fall apart.
Mayorship, insurance companies, they don't have to pay for people to rebuild their homes. And they...
Baseball. Guys, Nithya Raman is conspiring with Karen Bass.
I just wanted to share how happy I am to be out.
The city councilwoman is going to be her runoff opponent.
Open up these cases with...
Can't keep streetlights on.
To the media.
It's elitist in California. Now you realize people everywhere in America make fun of people.
And so this is my life.
You're talking about qualifications, right?
Yeah.
And for power.
Yeah, there's been
rules in the middle of the game and give himself...
Man just disgusts me.
They need to go to New York.
Present the black community.
It's illegal.
Spencer Pratt, who's running for mayor of Los Angeles.
Able to laugh at him.
Inside, they started...
It'll be fun.
more access to the leader of the free world.
This week, which was the state of Virginia, they gerrymandered the state, and Trump started it.
The win in yesterday's redistricting.
It's going to lose their congressional representation. How do you think?
Until the first lady brought them back with her surprise statement last week.
How does this benefit?
I'm an actor.
I'm an actor.
Creative content.
Why are you not looking forward to the White House fight?
Well, it's kind of a gimmick.
I have 300.
Well, I said Democratic Socialist.
Mr. President,
And I like Mark Cuban. I've always liked him, but this is a